Hello my dear student, in last lecture we have completed all basic formulas of trigonometry. Okay, so here in this lecture we are going to start exercise number 2.1. So the first question, determine the sign of determine the sign of SIGN. Sign means it is positive or negative. Chinna. Sign of following trigonometric function. Okay, means we have to find the sign. That sign means SIGN, not SINE function. Sign means what? It is positive or negative. Understood? Means suppose we have one trigonometric function, this is sin 30. Then sin 30 is positive or negative. So first one, number one. So the first one is sin 85. Sin 85 degree. Okay. So 85 degree is our theta. We know that. Okay. We have this rectangular coordinate system. So this is our first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and this is our fourth quadrant. Okay. So here in first quadrant, all sign take correct. Okay. Means what? In first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. In second quadrant, only sine and its reciprocal, that is cosec, is positive. In third quadrant, tan and it reciprocal cot are positive. And in fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal sec are positive, and the remaining are negative. Okay, so sine 85. 85 means what? 85 degree means it is less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree means what? Suppose this is our x-axis. So the angle is lies in first quadrant. Theta कुठे लाइज करणार आहे? This is our theta. Theta is lies in first quadrant. 85. 85 means what? It is less than 90 degree. 90 पेक्षा कमी आहे. So this x, because we are measuring all angles from x-axis, so this is our initial r and the terminal r may be lies here. 85 म्हणजे हा 90 पेक्षा कमी ते कुठे असणार आहे? So the theta is lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. And in first quadrant, sin, cos, tan all are positive. Okay, so we can say here answer. Here theta means what? 85 means theta. It lies in first quadrant. First quadrant, and therefore in first quadrant all sin, cos, theta, sin, cos, tan are positive. So sin 85 degree is positive. Okay, this is your answer. Understood? Second one, suppose we have tan 135. Second one, tan 135 degree. Okay, so we can write 135. That is, here we have 0, 0 then 90, and the remaining is 35 means what? It is 45. So we can write here that 180 means, 90 plus 45, which is equal to 135. Means what? 90 means what? Suppose we are starting from here, so we have 90 degree and then 45. So the angle is 90 and then 45 means this theta is lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Okay, second quadrant मध्ये काय असणार आहे? That theta is lies in second quadrant. So we can write here theta is lies in second quadrant. Okay, second quadrant, and therefore in second quadrant which trigonometric functions are positive? Only sine. Sine means what? SIN, and its reciprocal, that is cosec. These two are only positive, but here we have tan 30, tan 135. So that tan is in second quadrant is negative. So we can write here, therefore tan 135 is negative. Understood? So what's that? In first quadrant tan 135, sorry, in second quadrant tan 135 is what? It is negative. Its sign is negative. Understood? So the next one. Suppose if we consider third example, that is sine 300. Third one, sine 300 degree. 300 means what? It is 270. 90 plus 90 plus 90. Okay? Then 300 can be written as side like me. 300 which is equal to 90 plus 90 plus 90. This is 270 and plus 30. So we get total angle is 300 degree. Understood? So first, second, third. Okay? First, suppose this is our quadrant. 90. Then 90. 180, 270, and then plus 30. So we get angle in fourth quadrant. So we can write here theta is lies in which quadrant? That theta is lies in fourth quadrant. Okay, so in fourth quadrant, which trigonometry functions are positive? Only cos and its reciprocal sec. Okay, so in fourth quadrant we have sine. Sine. So in fourth quadrant, sine is what? It is a negative. Okay, therefore sine 300 degree is negative in fourth quadrant. Understood? Next one, cos 400. Okay, so cos 400. So 400 can be written as 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90. That is 360 plus 40. So we get 400. Okay, so means what? Suppose this is our coordinate system. So here we have 90 degree, then 270, sorry, 180, 270, and then 360. That is our total complete angle. Okay, and then 40 degree means this angle. Okay, so this angle is 400 degree. Understood? So this angle is lies in which quadrant? That angle is lies in our first quadrant. So in first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive. So here we can say, here theta is lies here, theta is lies in first quadrant. Theta is lies in first quadrant. Therefore, that cos 400 degree is positive. Now, next one, tan 380. Tan 380. 380 means what? 380. That is 360 plus 20. Again, we have first quadrant. That we can say directly here. Theta is lies in first quadrant. 380 म्हणजेच काय? First quadrant. Therefore, cos tan 380 is positive. Understood? Then cot 230. 230 means what? It is close to 180 degree. 230. Okay, this 230 is less than, or sorry, is greater than 180, or we can say it is near to 180. बरोबर ना? 180 ची जवळ आहे. So we can say 180 plus how many required? So we require 50 degree. So we get total 230 degree. Okay, so here suppose this is our coordinate system. So 180. 180 means what? 90 plus 90. So we get 180 plus 50 means that angle is lies maybe here. Means the angle is lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. So we can say here the theta is lies. Here theta is lies in third quadrant. Theta is lies in third quadrant. So in third quadrant, which trigonometric functions are positive? Only tan and its reciprocal cot are positive. Cot आणि tan का असणार आहे पॉझिटिव्ह असणार आहे. रिमेनिंग आर निगेटिव्ह. सो वी कॅन से cot is like positive in third quadrant. So cot 230 is positive. Okay. Next one. This cos 11 pi upon 9. Cos 11 pi upon 9. Okay, but this angle is given in terms of radian. So first we convert that radian angle into the degree angle. Okay, so here 11 by 9, we can write here that cos, sorry, 11 by 11 pi upon 9 into 180 upon pi. So pi get cancelled. 9 ones are 9, 9 2 is 20, 20 into 11. So we get 220. So we can write this 11 pi upon 9 as a cos 220 degree. Again, 220 means what? 180 plus 40. पुढे आपण solve केला होता. Okay, 180. This 220 is close to 180. 180 च्या जवळ आहे. Okay, so we can say this 220 can be written as this 220 means 180 plus 40. So we get 220. Understood? So which quadrant? 180. 180 means what? First and second quadrant plus 40. So we get again third quadrant. Means what we can say? Here theta is lies in third quadrant, and therefore in third quadrant only tan and its reciprocal cot both are positive and the remaining trigonometric functions are negative. लक्षात आलं? तर तिसऱ्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये काय असणार आहे फक्त tan आणि cot पॉझिटिव्ह बट रिमेनिंग काय असणार आहे निगेटिव्ह असणार आहे. सो cos 11 pi by 9, 11 pi upon 9 radian is negative. Understood? समजलं? Okay, these are two homeworks for you. That is first one sec 468 degree and second one sec 3 pi by 5 radian. Okay, so to solve this second one, first convert this angle radian angle into the degree angle and then find the sign of that trigonometric function. समजलं? काय करायचं फक्त याला पहिलं काय करायला लागणार आहे, we have to convert this radian angle into the degree angle and perform the same procedure. Next one. Okay, so now we start with another question. Determine the quadrant in which theta is lies. Okay, here we have to determine, we have to find the quadrant in which the theta is lies. आपल्याला आता या क्वेश्चन मध्ये थीटा कुठल्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये असणार आहे हे आपल्याला फाइंड आउट करायचं. सो द फर्स्ट वन इज sin theta is less than 0 and tan theta is greater than 0. First, what is the meaning of less than 0 and greater than 0? Less than 0, and greater than 0. This is the symbol of less than and this is symbol of greater than. But what is the exact meaning? Less than 0 means what? Negative. Less than 0 means negative and greater than 0 means what? Positive. Understood? Less than 0 means -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. These are the values which is less than 0. 0 पेक्षा कमी आहे. And greater than means what? Positive. 0 पेक्षा मोठे means what? Positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay. So here sin theta is less than 0. Less than 0 means what? Sin theta is negative. And greater than 0 means what? Sin that tan theta is positive. समजलं? Less than 0 means negative values and greater than 0 means what? Positive values. Understood? So first, this is our rectangular coordinate system. We know that this is our rectangular coordinate system. So this one is for first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is our third quadrant and this is our fourth quadrant. Okay, so first one, sin theta is negative. Sin theta is negative. So in which quadrant that theta is lies? Okay, we know that in first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive. In second quadrant only sine and its inverse, that is cosec, okay, these are only positive. means this sin theta is negative in which quadrant? Second, third and fourth. समझते हैं? Means what? Sin theta is negative. Sin theta का आपने दिला है less than 0 means negative. So in which quadrant that sin theta is negative? We know that sin theta is positive here. पहले quadrant में सगळेच positive है. Then in second quadrant sin theta is again positive, but in third and fourth quadrant sin is negative. So we can say here the theta is lies in either third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Okay, आपलं ते स्लोगन लिहून टाकू आपण. All sin all sin take correct. Okay, हे आपलं sin म्हणजे कसं आहे, in first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive. In second quadrant only sin and its reciprocal, that is cosec, are positive. So in third quadrant and fourth quadrant that sin theta is what? Negative. So here we can write here for first here this theta is lies in, okay, tan theta थोड़ा सा इकडे, tan theta is greater than 0. Here theta is lies in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Understood? Same. Now for tan theta is greater than 0. Tan theta is greater than 0 means what? That theta is positive. Understood? Tan theta is positive. So we know that in third quadrant this tan theta and its reciprocal both are positive, as well as in first quadrant means tan is positive here in first quadrant and in third quadrant. tan कुठे पॉझिटिव्ह असणार आहे? फर्स्ट आणि थर्ड मध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह आहे, बरोबर आहे, and it is negative in second and fourth quadrant. But here we have to take that tan theta is positive means we can take these two quadrants, one and third. So आपल्याला काय सांगितलेलं आहे त्यांनी, tan theta कसा पाहिजे? पॉझिटिव्ह पाहिजे. that tan theta should be positive. So that tan theta is lies in which quadrant? This first quadrant as well as in third quadrant. So here we can write for second, okay, tan theta is greater than 0. Therefore we can say here theta is lies in first quadrant and third quadrant. First quadrant and third quadrant. Okay. Now we have fourth quadrant. Actually, we have four quadrants. Three quadrants. 1, 2, and 3. Actually, we have which quadrants? 3, 4, 1, and again 3. Means we have three quadrants. Then which quadrant that theta is lies? So take the common quadrant. Common quadrant is what? 3, 4, 1, and 3. So the 3 is a common. Okay. आपल्याकडे काय आले तुमच्याकडे? 3 is a common quadrant for both angles. Understood? This 3, third quadrant number 3 and quadrant number 3 both are common. So we can say therefore theta is lies in third quadrant. Third quadrant. समझना? Understood? क्या करेंगे? First apply the conditions, given conditions, and then write their quadrant. That theta is less than 0. Less than 0 means what? We have to write that sin theta or that theta is negative. So here theta is lies in which quadrant? Third and fourth, because sin theta is negative in that two quadrant. Third and fourth मध्ये काय असणार आहे? sin theta negative असणार आहे. So here we writing that. Okay. So then for next one, tan theta is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means what? That tan theta is positive. So tan theta is positive here in first quadrant and third quadrant. So here again we are writing that two conditions or that two quadrants. Now check the common quadrant. दोघांमधला common quadrant असणार आहे. It is a third quadrant. So this is our answer. Understood? Next one. Second one, sin theta is greater than. Second one, sin theta is greater than 0. Sin theta is greater than 0 and sec theta is less than 0. Understood? So sin theta is greater than 0 means sin theta is positive, and sec theta is less than 0 means what? Sec theta is negative. So first we solve for that sin theta. So in which quadrant sin theta is positive? We know that in first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive. Okay. So we first get first quadrant. Now in other which quadrant that sin theta is positive? Again that sin theta is positive in second quadrant. So we can write this for this one. Here theta is lies in first and second quadrant. Okay, first and second quadrant. This is for sin theta greater than 0. समजलं? sin theta कुठे पॉझिटिव्ह असणार आहे? फर्स्ट आणि सेकंड क्वाड्रंट मध्ये. नाउ फॉर sec theta, सेकंड त्यातलं कुठलं आपल्याकडे sec theta is less than 0. Less than 0 means what? Negative. Negative. Sec theta का असला पाहिजे? Negative. So in which quadrant sec theta is negative? We know that in first quadrant sec theta is positive. Sec theta पहिल्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह आहे. And in fourth quadrant we know that cos and its reciprocal sec, these are positive. लक्षाला जी का आपण नावं लिहिलेली आहेत sin cosec tan cot cos sec हे त्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह असणार आहे. दिस angle sin cosec these are positive in second quadrant and the remaining that is tan cot cosec and sec they are negative here. समजलं? पहिल्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये साइन आणि कोसेक हे दोनच पॉझिटिव्ह असणार आहेत, बाकीचे सगळे चार असणार आहेत निगेटिव्ह. इन सेकंड क्वाड्रंट tan and cot आर पॉझिटिव्ह, दोन्ही पॉझिटिव्ह असणार आहेत, बट द रिमेनिंग साइन कोसेक कॉस आणि सेक हे असणार आहेत निगेटिव्ह. बट इन थर्ड क्वाड्रंट इन फोर्थ क्वाड्रंट कॉस अँड सेक these only are positive. हे फक्त पॉझिटिव्ह असणार. द रिमेनिंग साइन कोसेक tan cot they are negative. Okay, so for this one sec theta is less than 0. Less than 0 means what? Negative. So that sec theta is positive here. इथे positive as well as positive here. Means that sec theta is negative in which quadrant? Third and second quadrant. Okay. So we can write therefore here theta is lies in second and third quadrant. Second and third quadrant. So now check the common quadrant. We have second. Understood? दोन्हीकडे काय आपल्याकडे second आहे, इथे second आहे, and therefore we can say this theta is lies in second quadrant. This is your final answer. Understood? So next one. Suppose we have another example. Means suppose we have cos theta. Third one. Cos theta is less than 0. Cos theta is less than 0 and cot theta also less than 0. Here both functions are negative. Less than 0 means both are negative. So first check for cos theta. Cos theta is positive in which quadrant? In first quadrant cos theta is positive, as well as the cos theta is positive in fourth quadrant. Okay, so that cos theta is negative here, that in second quadrant as well as in third quadrant. समजलं? cos theta कुठे पॉझिटिव्ह असणार आहे? In first quadrant and in last quadrant. Okay, all sign take correct. All means all positive. Sign means SI means sign and its reciprocal. Cosec are positive. Then take TA means tan चं काय असणार आहे? Reciprocal cot. So only tan and cot are positive in third quadrant, and correct means cos, cos, so cos and sec are positive, but remaining are negative. So for first one, this cos theta is less than 0. Less than 0 means that cos theta is negative. Negative कुठे असणार आहे cos theta? Here is positive as well as here is positive. म्हणजे पहिल्या आणि त्याच्यामध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह असणार. So remaining is what? Second and third. So here theta is lies in second and third quadrant. Second and third quadrant. Understood? Now for cot theta, second one, that cot theta is less than 0. So cot theta is less than 0 means what? Again it is negative. So cot is here. Cot lies in third quadrant. In third quadrant, cot is positive as well as cot is positive here because all trigonometric functions are positive in first quadrant. Means that tan cot theta is positive in first and third quadrant, but we have to take the negative because cot theta is less than 0. So that negative is in which quadrant? Second and fourth. Okay. So here theta is lies in second and fourth quadrant. कुठल्या quadrant मध्ये आहे ते second आणि fourth quadrant मध्ये. Now take the common quadrant, which is common quadrant, that is second one, second. So we can finally say that theta is lies in second quadrant. Understood? So this is your question number 2. अजून आपल्याकडे भरपूर असे क्वेश्चन्स आहेत. ओके, अजून एक घेतो मग होमवर्क देतो. नेक्स्ट वन, sec theta is fourth one. Sec theta is greater than 0 and cosec theta is less than 0. Sec theta is greater than 0 and cosec theta is less than 0. So one angle is positive, other one is negative. Greater than 0 means what? Positive. Less than 0 means what? Negative. So sec theta, in which quadrant sec theta is positive? Positive is in first quadrant. पहिल्यामध्ये सगळेच positive आहे. And in which other quadrant that sec is positive? Sec is here. So in first and in fourth quadrant that sec theta is positive. So we can write here. Here theta is lies in which quadrant? Greater than 0 means positive. Positive कुठे असणार आहे? It is positive in first and fourth quadrant. It is positive in first and fourth quadrant. Okay. Now for second one, cosec theta. That cosec theta is less than 0. Less than 0 means what? Negative. Negative. That cosec theta is positive here. Second मध्ये positive आहे. As well as we know that all trigonometric functions are positive in first quadrant. So that cosec theta is positive in which quadrant? First and second quadrant. But we have to take the negative quadrants. So that cosec theta is lies in which quadrant? Second, third and fourth. कळलं? आपल्याला निगेटिव्ह विचारले, सो वी कॅन टेक ओनली द निगेटिव्ह क्वाड्रंट्स. सो वी कॅन राईट हियर theta is lies in which quadrant? Third and fourth quadrant. Third and fourth quadrant. Okay, now take the common quadrant. 4 is the common quadrant, so we can say our theta, determine the quadrant. Theta is lies in fourth quadrant. Understood? So एक तुमच्याकडे एक छोटासा होमवर्क लिहितो. Homework. Suppose cos theta is less than 0. Cos theta is less than 0 means cos theta is negative and that tan theta is greater than 0. Okay. एक छोटासा होमवर्क लिहिलाय, सॉल्व करायचा आपल्याला बुक मध्ये. Next one. State the sines of cos 4 radian and cos 4 degree. And which of these two function is greater? म्हणजे काय आहे? First we have to say the we have to find the function, sine of this cos 4 radian and cos 4 degree. दोघांचा आपल्याला साइन काढायचा आहे, either it is positive or negative. And then which function is greater? Okay. So first we take cos 4. That is cos 4 degree. Cos 4 degree. Okay. So what cos 4 means? Suppose if we consider this rectangular coordinate system, so here 4 degree means what? It is maybe here. Okay. So that cos 4 is lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. So we can write here theta is lies in first quadrant. And in first quadrant we know that all trigonometry functions are positive, and therefore cos 4 degree is positive. Understood? पहिला काय असणार cos 4 4 means काय असणार इथे that is our all student sorry all sign take correct ASTC rule. Okay, so according to that rule, all means we can say that theta is lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. And in first quadrant, that theta is positive. So we get cos 4 degree is positive. Now for 4 radian. Now for 4 radian. So first we convert that radian into degree. Radian into degree. There are two methods to convert that radian. We know that one radian is approximately equal to 57 degree. One radian ची value किती असणार आहे? Approximately 57 degree येते. Okay? Solve. One radian is equal to approximately 57 degree. म्हणजेच कसं काढलं तर for example, if we have one radian which is equal to 1 into, to convert that radian angle into degree, we multiply by pi upon 180. Okay, sorry, to convert that radian into degree, we can consider to convert, we multiplied by 180 upon pi. So 180 upon pi, so we can write 180 divided by pi means 22 divided by 7, which is equal to 180. This 7 is shifted here, so into 7 divided by 22, and if we solve, then it is value is approximate to 27 point, sorry 57 point something. So we can say that one radian which is equal to approximately 57 point something degree. Okay, so 4 radian which is equal to 4 into 57 degree, so which is approximately equal to that, approximately equal to how much? 57. So 5 into, sorry, 4 into 7 28, carry 2. So 2 into 5 20 plus 20, so we get approximately 28 degree. Okay, or we can use another method, that is our suppose 4 radian which is equal to 4 into 180 upon pi. To convert the radian into degree, we can multiply it by 180 upon pi. So 4 into this 180, so approximately it is equal to 720 upon pi. Pi means 22 divided by 7, so it's shifted here. So again 720 into 7 divided by 22. So if we divide it by 2 means 11, and here we have 360. So 360 into 7 divided by 11. So multiply here. So 7 into 0, 0, 7 6 42, carry 4, 7 3 are 21, 21 plus 4, 25 divided by 11. Now divide it by 11. So 11 ones are 11, 11 twos are 22. So 22 means remaining is how much? 3. 3 into carry it 2. 32. So we get 32 means again we have division of 2. So 12 means again 22. So how much? It will become 0, 1, 10. Again taking carry 0. So 100. 100 means what? 19. Okay, 100. 11 nines are point. Then 0. Approximately same, because here we have just taken 57, because it is 57 point something असणार आहे. Okay, म्हणून आपण इथे approximate value 228. So 4 radian is equal to how much? 228 or 229. So 229 which is equal to or which is close to 180 degree. 180 म्हणजेच कसं आहे? That theta is 90 plus 90. Okay, 180 plus, for 220 we require 20 plus means we require 48. So we get 228, or if we take that 229, so we require 459. Means what, that theta is lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. So आपल्याला किती लागणार आहे? 228. It can be written as 180 plus, okay, 48. अच्छा, so 180 means what? First quadrant, second quadrant, and plus 48 or 49. So we get that theta is in which quadrant? That fourth quadrant. Okay, therefore here theta is lies in third quadrant. We have to find cos 4 degree, na? Cos 4 degree, which is equal to cos 4 into 57 in terms of radian. So we get cos 228 degree. So here theta is lies in third quadrant, and in third quadrant that cos is what, positive or negative? In third quadrant cos is negative. थर्ड क्वाड्रंट मध्ये काय स्टॅन आणि कॉट पॉझिटिव्ह असतो. ओके, देअरफॉर that cos 4 radian is negative. Okay, so this first question, state the sign of cos 4 radian and cos 4 degree. Cos 4 degree is positive and cos 4 radian is negative. Now second question, which of this function is greater? आता याच्यामधलं फंक्शन कुठला ग्रेटर असणार आहे? We know that this one is positive and this one is negative, so the positive is always greater. Positive का असणार आहे? Greater नेहमीच असतो. So we can write this cos 4 degree is greater than cos 4 radian. This is the answer of second question. So first state the sign. Cos 4 is 4 degree is positive, but cos 4 radian is negative. And we know that positive value is always greater. So we get cos 4 degree is greater than cos 4 radian. Understood?